welcome back to another episode on the KaoshKraft server, and today is going to be a special episode. As you can see, you can see my face. Hello everyone. We're going to be doing the Q&A that I promised you, and I said FACECAM as well, so yeah, I promised and I'm doing it. So here we go, guys. We had a lot of questions today, guys, a lot of questions. I think today we're probably going to answer about 40 questions. So yeah, thank you so much for all your questions, guys. There was more than that. It was like 400 in the comment sections, but I've picked out the questions that were the most common. So all of these questions that I've picked out are questions that were asked quite a lot. So that is what we are doing today. So sorry if your question is not in here. I'm really sorry. I just had to pick out the ones that were the most common. And in the background, I am going to be building my office building. I've not actually built it yet while I'm recording this. So as you see my face right now, I'm not actually building the office building yet. I'll build it after this. So hopefully I'll finish it. Who knows? But I'm going to be doing a time lapse in the background as well. But this is a bit strange. I'm not used to doing this on a KKLP. But I guess we should get started and ask with the first question. I'm going to put the questions on the screen as well, so you should see them down below. So let's start, guys. Let's start with the Q&A, FaceCam, all that stuff. And we're going to start with the first question. So the first question is by Ramona Cologne. Sorry if I get your names wrong. I'm really sorry if I get your names wrong. And she says, I think it's she says, does Zai live in California or no? And do you live in England? Right, Ramona, Zai does live in California and I live in England. So we are both in a long distance relationship. That is the answer to that question. Funny enough, a lot of people asked that question. So I thought I'd put it in the Q&A. So that is question number 1. So question number 2 is from Stalkers Gaming, aka Stalk Gaming, and he asks, what did you play when you played football, and do you miss playing it? Yes, I do miss playing football. For those of you who don't know, I am a big football fan. I've been a football fan my whole life. I've played for football teams since I was like 10 years old until I was like 16, until I couldn't play anymore because the doctor told me. It's a long story. I do a plan on explaining that a bit more in the future or something like that. But yes, I do miss playing it. And when I played football, I played striker, so I'd be the one that scores the goals, or I played right wing. They were my two positions. And I was kind of like a set piece, a specialist, I guess you can say. Not a specialist, I never really took free kicks. I always took like the corners and stuff like that because I was really good at crossing it in and things like that. For those people who don't know what I'm talking about, that's football terminology. But thanks for the question, Stalk. So let's go on to the next one. Right, guys, the next question is from TGM, the Golden Minecart XD smiley face thingy. When are you doing your gaming setup? I'm quite embarrassed about this one because a lot of people did ask me about this, and I promised a long time ago that I was going to do my gaming setup, and I haven't done it yet. Now that's my fault, it really is. I really want to do it when Zai comes here. She's going to be here next week, next Sunday actually. He's going to be here and I want to do it then. So if you guys want me to do it, because I always get distracted. I don't know why. I always get distracted. If you guys want me to do it, message her and she will make me do it. Because she's got quite a good camera that I bought for her. So I will do it on that camera. So message her, tweet her, bug her about it. And then she will bug me about it to do it. So I will try and get it up as soon as possible for you guys. I'm sorry that I haven't. So the next question is from Gabby H. And she asks, will you ever do non-gaming videos, like challenge videos with Zai? Yes, I think that will be a possibility in the future. We have spoke about it, and now I've done FaceCam and stuff. Nothing really to be shy about. So yeah, I think that's something we could possibly do in the future. I think it would be quite fun, and I'm a troll anyway, so I'll troll her quite a lot, and I think it'd be funny to see her reactions. Let's go on to the thanks for the question, Gabby. Next question. Oh wow, this is a big one from Skills. I gave you a shout out recently. Skills had a lot of questions. The reason I picked this one because a lot of these questions were kind of asked throughout the whole comment section. So yeah, so let's get straight into it. I'm going to try and do quick fire, try and answer these as best as I can. Right, number 1 is, when are you going to pop the question to Zai? That was like the most asked question out of all of them. You guys just want me to get married to Zai. The answer is to that question is never. I'm never ever getting married to Zai. That is it. Stop asking. No, I'm joking, guys. We will get married, I guess, eventually. Why is that? I guess she's going to beat me up. Yes, we will eventually. I want it to be a surprise. I actually spoke about this in the live stream the other day. So if you want to go and see what I said, answer it in the live stream. But the answer is yes, we will, but we don't know when. Can I ball? I guess you mean basketball. No, I can't. I can shoot, like get it in the hoop, but that's about it. I can't like dribble and stuff like that. I'm from the UK. We don't play basketball that much. Next question is, would you ever buy and play games on your Xbox One, record them and post them on YouTube? I have done. I've played a few games on my Xbox 360. I don't have many games for my Xbox One, to be completely honest with you. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't have many games on Xbox One. I only have FIFA, but I have more games on my Xbox 360. I used to play that, but if I get more games on my Xbox One, I guarantee that I will play more. What is my full name? I can't give you that. Skills, that is confidential information, so I'll just say Ricky Biggs. That is my full name. What happened to one of your eyes? Now that is a very popular question. It's something that I'm not fully comfortable addressing, and I think I will address it a bit more in a Draw My Life, but I will give you guys the short answer to it. This eye here, you might see it in like my right eye, you might see it in Instagram pictures and stuff, is a different color. The reason it's a different color is because I'm blind in that eye, and I have been blind in that eye since I was a young child. And the reason it looks like that is a very, very long story. Not that comfortable kind of explaining it, I guess. I will though. I want to do it in a Draw My Life because it's a very, very long story. I wish it was something cool, like a cool story, like I was in a gang and I got stabbed in the eye, but no, it's nothing like that. It's something that I'm not too comfortable talking about yet, but when I do my Draw My Life, I plan to tell you everything. It's a crazy story, guys. It's something that's been going on since I was 3 years old, and it's not a very nice story. It's kind of a sad story, so I will definitely explain it to you more as time goes on and when I do my Draw My Life. Do you have more savage or clutch moments in life? I would definitely say more clutch moments. Yeah, I would definitely say more clutch. Would you ever be the king? Would you like to be the king of England? No, I would not like to be the king of England. There's too much responsibility being the king of England. iPhone or Android? That's a tough one. At the moment right now I have the Samsung S5 and I like it. I didn't like it at first, but I like it a lot now, and I like all the customization features you can do on it. I did have an iPhone 5 before that, and I did like that as well, but I think I prefer Samsung at the moment. Who knows though, that might change. I might get an iPhone in the future, I don't know. Do you think you have bars or not? Yeah, I have bars. I spit bars every day in my spare time. It's what I do, Skills. Would you ever do a fan meetup with Zai in America and England? I guess that could be a possibility. There's something we have never really spoke about. We don't really see ourselves as that big of the YouTubers, you know, to do fan meetups, but I guess it's a possibility. I just always assume that no one would ever turn up. That's what I always assume. Next question is I can't read today. When you and Zai get married, will you live stream it? And do you want any kids? I will only live stream our wedding if we get to 1 million subscribers. I've already made that deal with all of you before, but that is the deal. Get us to 1 million and then we will live stream the wedding. And the final question is, when you update your computer to Windows 10, will you play the new Minecraft? And will you play the new Minecraft with some of your subscribers on Xbox One? I've just upgraded to Windows 10 recently and I do plan to play the new Xbox One. So yeah, Xbox Windows 10, yeah, I do plan on playing that soon. So yeah, hopefully we can play some games together. So let's go on to the next question. Thanks, Skills, for that question, by the way. Next question is from Jeff Maniac. How old are you and Zai? Now, even though I look young, guys, I'm not that young. My name actually gives away how old I am. I was born in 1987. I am 27 years old. I am 28 in September the 24th. And Zai is 23 and she is 24 in September the 24th as well. Yes, our birthdays are on the same day. So thank you so much, Jeff, for that question. The next question is, I remember saying, I better read your name first. Kesia Cordies? Is that how I say it? I'm not sure. But you ask, I remember you saying once your dad is Jamaican. Have you ever been to Jamaica? No, and my dad is Jamaican, but I'll explain it to you. I thought my dog came in the room then. I'll explain it to you what it is like. Kind of like my family tree, I guess. Now, my grandparents, my dad's mum and dad, are both born in Jamaica. They were born in Jamaica. They both moved to England before my dad was born. I think my granddad was in the RAF, so he was in the Royal Air Force, and my nan is a nurse. So they moved to England, and they worked in England for a long time. My nan's been in England for, it must be like over 30 years, like a long time. Long time. And my dad was actually born in London. So my dad's parents are Jamaican, but he was born in London. So that kind of makes him of Jamaican descent, I guess. It's fully Jamaican, isn't he? Because someone, if like Zai, if both your parents are Mexican, you are Mexican, but you're Mexican American. So I guess he's kind of, if you're born in America, so I guess he's kind of like Jamaican English or something like that. So my grandparents are born in Jamaica. My dad is born in London, but his parents are Jamaican. So that means my grandparents are Jamaican. So that's how it is, if you understand that. But thank you for that question, Kisia. Right, just had a quick drink break, guys. My mouth is getting so dry talking like this. But the next question is from Chris5216. And he asks, have you ever met at least 3 fans in real life? No, I've never ever met a fan in real life ever. The closest I've ever come to meeting a fan in real life was Manraj, and he comments on my videos all the time. And me and Zai was in Lakeside, and he was tweeting me saying he's in Lakeside as well, and he said if he sees us he's going to say hello. But I've never met a fan in real life. No one's ever recognized me when I'm out in the streets. No, never met a fan. Not saying I wouldn't, but I just never met a fan in real life. But thanks, Chris, for that question. The next question is from Josh Wicks, and he asks, what is your favorite series to make and why? At the moment, I really enjoy making MCA. I think it's fun recording it from the different aspects and stuff, and coming up with the storylines. I think that's really cool. And GTA, I really enjoyed recording GTA because it's just a fun game to play. It's funny and stuff. I enjoy relaxing and kind of playing that game. So yeah, they are my 2 favorite series to record at the moment. So thank you, Josh. Next question is from Shelly Games, and she asks, when you started YouTube, did you ever think you would make it to 100k? No, I didn't. I didn't ever think I'd make it to 100k. I just kind of wanted to just do my thing and kind of enjoy doing it. And when I hit 100k, I was really happy, even though it's nothing compared to YouTubers nowadays. They're getting like 500,000, 1 million, stuff like that. I'm nowhere near that. But I was just so happy when I hit 100k, so I'd never thought I was going to hit it. And she also asked, what was one of your first games you ever played? First game I ever played is a game called James Pond. And it was a fish that was James, that was a double agent. And he used to use his tail to like stretch up and stuff. It's an old game. And what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? I would have to say mint chocolate chip. That is my favorite flavor of ice cream. Thank you, Shelley, for them questions. The next question is from Amanda Sophia, and she asks, why did you decide to name your channel Biggs87X? Now, there's a story behind this, but all my life my dad has called me Biggs. That is my nickname. My dad's called me Biggs my whole life. The reason he calls me Biggs is because when I was born, I had a big head. And he used to call me Big Ed, and then, well, Big Head, he used to call me that, and then that kind of evolved into Biggs, and then he just called me Biggs for my whole life. The rumor has it, guys, that my head has never grown. It's always been this size. So I had a big head when I was a baby, and now it's just stayed the same size. But 87 was the year I was born, and I was going to have Biggs 87, but it was taken, so I just put Biggs 87X, and that's why I called my channel Biggs 87X. Thank you for that question, though, Amanda. The next question is from Acraft PvPX, and they asks, when did you and Zai start dating? Like, what date? Oh, she's probably going to kill me if I can't remember the date. But we officially started talking about 3 years ago, just before Christmas. And then we first met the year after that in May. So around that time. So around nearly 3 years. I can't remember the exact date, but it's between December and May when it became like official. So yeah, that's the best answer I can give you right there. Thank you for the question though. Next question is from Abby Greenwich, and she asked a few questions, and she says, how many kids, wait, let me read it again. How many kids would you want to have with Zai? I want to have 7, just to ruin Zai's body. I'm joking. That's so weird. What is wrong with me? No, I think 2 is a good number. Two kids. I think 2 would be a good number. If you were a girl, next question is, if you were a girl, what would your name be? I've actually got a story about that. My mum told me if I was a girl, my name was going to be Bianca. That was my name. And if you guys are from UK, you would know there's a TV show called EastEnders, right? And the most famous couple in that show is called Ricky and Bianca. And my name's Ricky, and if I was a girl, I was going to be called Bianca. So I thought that was kind of a weird fact. And the next question was, who's your favorite cousin? That's a mean question, because I've got a lot of cousins. I've got a lot. I think, yeah, a lot of cousins. And I wouldn't say I've got a favorite cousin. No, because I love all my cousins the same. But I would say the cousin that I get along with the most. No, that sounds mean as well. The cousin that I do the most with, like we do the most, like play games, go out and like play football together, would be Dean, the Dinkies. That would be the cousin that I do the most kind of stuff with. And the last question is, how much do you weigh? I actually weighed myself this morning, because I did mention to you guys I've been on a diet recently, and I weighed myself this morning. I am 148 pounds. That's how much I weigh. Some of you might think that's really light, but I'm not that tall. I'm only like 5'8", so I'm quite small. But yeah, I weigh 148 pounds. But thank you for the question, Abby. And we are on to the next question, and it is, where do you want to live, and what is your dream house? You know what? It's just something I've never really thought about. Like, where do I want to live? Just somewhere quiet and nice, like the scenery is nice and it's not too busy. That's somewhere I would want to live. Like, I know you can get them places kind of anywhere, but there's nowhere particular I would like to live, but that is kind of the environment I'd like to live in. And what is your dream home? Just somewhere that is comfortable, has everything I need, and I'm happy there. That would be my dream home. Nothing materialistic. I don't want to say like I want like a big mansion or a nice modern house. Just somewhere where I'm really comfortable. We can have everything that we want and everything that we need, and yeah, and we're happy. That would be my dream house. But thank you for the question. That's from Ryan Mings. I didn't say your name. Thank you for the question, Ryan. So the next question is from DJ Ninja X15. Is there going to be another season of BF versus GF? Yes, there will be another season versus BF versus I can't speak. There will be another season of BF versus GF. We probably just need to come up with an idea. I wanted to do another season, but I didn't want it to be exactly the same. I wanted to have a little twist to it. So yeah, there will be another season of BF versus GF. We won't end it. Thank you, Ninja, for the question. Right, so the next question is from Liz Yeoman, and she asked, she's got a lot of questions, 10 questions, so let's go through these as quick as we can. What is your all-time favourite takeaway? I really like Nando's. Yeah, Nando's. Let's say Nando's. I'll go for Nando's. What job do you see yourself doing in 10 years' time? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe something that involves media, like YouTube, like video editing and stuff like that. I would like to do that in 10 years' time. Like YouTube leads onto something different, but it's still related to kind of videos, editing and stuff like that. That's what I'd like to do. Who's your favorite YouTuber? I don't really watch much YouTubers now. I would say the one that I watch quite frequently, like not every day, but every so often, is probably BOO. I like him. I think he's quite funny. When are you and Zai planning to, what is wrong with me? I think I've read too much questions today. What are you and Zai planning for your next birthday? We are not sure. We thought of a few things. We thought about maybe going on a cruise, maybe going to another show, or maybe going to London. So one of them 3 things, that is what we're planning for our next birthday. Next question is, if you were trapped in a television program or film forever, what would it be? Oh, that's quite a creative question. What would it be? The first thing that comes to my mind is something that's to do with chocolate, like Charlie and Chocolate Factory, because I love chocolate. But maybe like the Avengers, because then I could be a superhero and that'd be cool. So maybe something like that. Number 6, has football always been your absolute favourite sport? Yes, it has. Always loved it from since I was little. Number 7, if you could have endless money, but you could only spend it on either a house you live in, the exterior, or the interior / design furniture, or interior designer furniture, have endless money for one, hardly any money for the other? I would say interior, because I'm not materialistic in that way. I don't care if my house looks nice on the outside, just as long as I'm comfortable on the inside. I think interior. Number 8 is, when you and Zai live together, would you both live in England or US? I think England would probably be where we would both live. Number 9, who is your role model? I would say my nan, my dad's mum, my nan, and both my nans. My other nan passed away quite last year, but my nan, my dad's mum, and my other nan, I think them two. Number 9, no, we already read number 9. Number 10, can you always see yourself doing YouTube? Not when I'm 50, but yeah, I want to do it as long as possible. I enjoy doing it, so I want to do it as long as possible. So thank you for that question, Liz. Next question is from Grace Elizabeth, and she asked, did you go to college? If so, what did you major in? I went to college and I studied business studies. That is it. And I passed and graduated, or whatever you call it. But yeah, I did business. Oh, did I miss a question there? I think I did. Yeah, I did. This next question is from #hashtags asks, what is one place that you haven't been to and like to go to? Canada. Even though Conman thinks I hate it, I would like to go to Canada. It seems like a nice place. When did you and Zai meet, and how did you... What is wrong with me today? I cannot read. When did you and Zai meet, and how did you guys meet, and how long have you guys been together? I answered that question a little bit earlier. We've been together about nearly 3 years, I think. Just nearly 3 years. And we met doing YouTube. Like, we just came across each other's paths. And yeah, that's how we met. And when did we meet? Just before Christmas, about 3 years ago. That's when we met. Right, next question is from Airwalk9871. And he asks, will you answer this question? No, I refuse to answer this question, Airwalk. All right, I'm not going to answer it. Thank you for the question. Next question is from Ducky X. And they asks, what gave you the idea for your storyline at MCA? To be honest with you, it's just something that I had in mind. Since I stopped season 1, I wanted to kind of it to be more script based and just make it a bit more entertaining. And I kind of make it up as it goes along, kind of thing. I had an idea with MCA. I knew how I wanted it to start. I knew what the middle area would kind of be, and I know how I want it to finish. Everything in between that, I kind of just go episode by episode. So yeah, that's kind of what gave me the idea. Maybe TV shows gave me the idea. Like, that's probably the best thing I can say. TV shows. Yeah, that was the only question. I was reading the rest of her comment then, but that is the only question that she had. So thank you, Ducky. If you're a boy or girl, I'm not sure, but thank you. Brookie151 asks, are you still going to be doing giveaways? If so, when will you? Because you haven't done one in a while. I do plan on doing one soon. I just want to decide what I want to give away, whether I want to give away Minecraft or The Sims or both, and how I'm going to do it. I just need to figure out the details, but yeah, I do plan on doing one in the future. Thanks, Brookie, for the question. Next question from Abby Rogers. She asks, do you find it hard being in a long distance relationship? Is it hard communicating with different time zones? Yeah, it is. It is. I wouldn't recommend anyone to be in a long distance relationship. I didn't know what I was getting into when we did it, or neither did I. We both didn't know what we was getting into. It's very hard because sometimes you just want to spend time with each other and you can't. Like at the moment, what happens is I wake up in the morning, I speak to Zai for a little bit, and then she goes to bed because it's really late, and then she wakes up in my evening, and we spend a bit of time in the evening, then I go to bed. So it is kind of difficult, but we get around it. We try and spend as much time as we can with each other. But thank you so much for the question, Abby. Next question is from Matthias. I'll just say Matthias. I'm not going to read your whole name. Next question from Matthias. Did you ever think you would get to 100k subscribers? And did you get your YouTube trophy? Yeah. I did get my YouTube trophy, and I did answer the 100k one earlier. No, I didn't ever expect that. But I did get my play button. I need to do an unboxing of that, and I do plan on doing that in my setup tour. So I'll do that in my setup tour when I'll unbox it. It's still in the box. I haven't took it out, but I want to unbox it on camera. And he says, by the way, have you ever played COD? If yes, are you going to make a video about it? I do play COD. I haven't played in a long time, and I've never made a video about it. I'm not good enough for COD. I'm not that good. So if I ever get good, maybe I'll make a video about it. Thank you for the question. How many times have I think I'm nervous today, guys. My mouth is so dry. I keep messing up my words. I don't know what's going on. But guys, I think that is all the questions I have for today. I'm so sorry if your question wasn't in there today, but hopefully I answered the majority of your questions today, and hopefully I made some progress on my office building. If not, you still got a Q&A to go with that as well. But guys, thank you so much for all the questions. I really do appreciate every single one of you for answering and being interested in asking them questions. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode on the KaoshKraft server. Right way. Should we start? Okay. Oh, there he is. We are joined here today